Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us here on KREM 2 News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti. Turning now to some breaking news. This is just coming in. A federal judge ruled within the last 30 minutes that the Trump administration must continue paying some SNAP benefits. SNAP is a nutrition assistance program for lower income Americans. The judge's ruling says the administration is required by law to use contingency funds to pay at least partial benefits. The government has until Monday to tell the court whether it plans to do so. Funding for the program is set to run out tomorrow. All right, we are continuing to track that story. In the meantime, we're going to head outside with Thomas Patrick. He is standing by with a look at the weather forecast. Okay, Thomas, everyone, of course, wanting to know what it's going to be like in a few hours from now when all the kids head out to trick or treat and all the parents go outside with them.
Yeah, and obviously the most important of those factors, if it will rain or not, because we have been watching the forecast very closely. Right off the bat, it is not going to rain today. In fact, a little sunshine just starting to peek out behind some of this high-level cloud cover. It will stay kind of mostly cloudy through the day here, even if it is this like thin layer way above our heads. Though the rain should hold off a little bit longer. Temperature is kind of hovering around 40 degrees depending on who had some low cloud cover and fog for the morning. But here's the next 12 hours. Again, maybe a little bit of sunshine in the afternoon. Clouds becoming overcast for trick-or-treating between about 6 to 8. Remember, sunset just after 5:30 p.m. today. Rain chances starting around midnight. So a close call, but I think we are just on the dry side of this line for trick-or-treating. Opposite story for our friends on the west side, but no worries for us. I think it's just going to be mostly cloudy, sunset temperature at 46 degrees. It's not bad. It's not too cold, but obviously it's wasn't ever going to be warm at night for the last day of Halloween. So enjoy it out there. It's going to be dry. No need for ponchos or umbrellas for tonight. This is how close of a call it is, though. Look at the rain that's over Vancouver Isle, moving into western Washington right now. Again, Seattle, they're not so lucky. They're going to have a rainy Halloween. We will be just off the hook here, but we are tracking when that rain will eventually arrive and how much to expect through this weekend. So those details coming up in a few minutes.
A USDA official here in Washington state has been fired by the Trump administration, and today we are still trying to work out exactly why. John Weiss was the state director of the Washington State Farm Service Agency. That was up until Wednesday. This is an appointed position with every new presidency. President Trump first appointed Weiss during his first term, and then President Biden kept him on staff. All this as tomorrow's SNAP benefits are set to stop. Representative Dan Newhouse released a statement, said, quote, John Weiss has dedicated his career to helping farmers in Washington state, and he has been an asset in making sure we are a leader in the U.S. agriculture industry. He also called the firing a mistake and says Weiss was a, quote, true advocate for farmers in Washington state. Starting tomorrow, more than 900,000 Washington residents could lose either their benefits or partial benefits if the shutdown continues. Earlier this week, Democrats introduced a bill that would use contingency funds to help keep SNAP and WIC running during the shutdown. However, Senate Republicans blocked that measure. The Senate Majority Leader said they want to keep food assistance programs funded, but say the contingency funds are meant for natural disasters. But again, we are hearing just coming in a short time ago that there may be some changes, and we are following that story. With SNAP benefits set to expire in less than 24 hours, local food banks have already seen a spike in demand. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones got a chance to speak with the Salvation Army during their pantry hours about what they have experienced during this surge.
Well, things have certainly been busy here at the Salvation Army of Spokane, and just this week, they tell me they've seen a record amount of families come down and use their food pantry. Those numbers and those trends only likely to continue with that official halt of SNAP benefits throughout the country, including here in Spokane. During this recent surge, though, the Salvation Army says 270 families in a single day was the largest turnout they've seen not only this week, but throughout the pantry's history. So with the increase in demand, they're adjusting their hours for the immediate future. Every Wednesday, pantry hours will now be open from 12 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. Extending the evening hours allows another window for families who might not be able to make it earlier in the day.
We have more people that have never been to food banks before accessing resources in anticipation of SNAP benefits going away and what that might mean for their hardworking families.
Every other day of the week will remain the same on weekdays. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, pantry hours are from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Families can visit the pantry twice per month. We got a chance to speak with several of those families, many sharing the same type of story and many expressing to me that without the food banks, they aren't sure what they would do.
Well, in the past 9 months, I've been able to live on my food stamps, but we're not going to have any food stamps next month. You know, not me, not anybody in my apartment building. There are 58 units there, and all of us are either senior citizens or disabled.
So if you're interested in donating at the Shadle Park Walmart, the Salvation Army will be collecting food donations to help meet an increasing need during this government shutdown. You can find more information and also other ways to donate on our website at KREM.com. For now, reporting in Spokane, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Okay, if you live in Spokane County, property taxes are due today. You should have gotten your tax statement back in March, and you can either e-file through the Spokane County website or drop off your taxes at the Spokane County Courthouse in person. The county treasurer's office is open from 8:30 in the morning to 4 p.m. Coming in new today, another measles case has been reported in Idaho, according to officials at Boundary Community Hospital. This newest case involves a child who is not yet of school age in Boundary County. The child recently traveled out of the area. At least 7 other cases have been reported in Idaho this year, 2 in North Idaho and 5 in Southern Idaho. If you do plan on going out this Halloween weekend, make sure you have a plan in place to get home safely or have a designated driver. Idaho State Police, they are doing DUI patrols throughout North Idaho. Drivers should, of course, slow down, watch for pedestrians, and always stay sober behind the wheel. If you see someone who you believe may be under the influence, you can call 911 or ISP Dispatch at *477.